So this is a mid-rangey controlling Zoe build with Leona as the second champion. Leona, that Daybreak payoff. Your cards are more powerful, you get an extra effect if they're the first card you've played in a turn. Levels when you've Daybroken a bunch, and then helps you really control the board by stunning things down. Leona's typical Daybreak package is that Shield Bearer, Priestess, and Solari Soldier. You've also got some other bigger Daybreak cards, such as Sunforger and Daylight's Spear. This build, in addition to having cards like Daylight Spear that generate card advantage, because we're a primarily base Targon deck, we also have Mountain Scryer here, which lets us invoke from a wider range of things. And then one kind of cheeky thing I'm trying out in this build as an additional piece of top-end card advantage, I've got a couple copies of the Howling Abyss here, which can generate us lots of level 2 champions as the game goes along. Basically lets you draw an extra card each turn that's guaranteed to be something pretty powerful on average. And then I've also got a copy of Divergent Paths here, which can give us a third virtual copy of Howling Abyss, as well as be a tool that can help us destroy opposing landmarks such as Grand Plaza in a pinch. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games here with this and see how Zoe feels paired with the Daybreak package. Can you donate to have me play 3 decks in a Gauntlet? You definitely can, Seth. I've got 1 Gauntlet donation already. I'll be doing at least 1 this upcoming weekend. Perhaps 2, if we have some other submissions. Mono Ezreal, probably a go hard deck. I think I'm mulliganing everything but Zoe here. Going to put Lee Zoe in my Gauntlet lineup so I get to play decks I actually want to play Raw. I mean, that's a good idea, right? Like just putting in something that you know your opponent's going to frequently ban. So he's got a pretty low probability of surviving here. He says before his opponent concedes to turn 1 Zoe.
That was super fun, and I gotta say,
just a normal deck submission price, Chef Seth. So $10 you can add a pick ban line up to the queue. And yeah, go through the format as always. Just put multiple deck links in the deck link option. How many copies of Hush are we playing? We are on 3 Hush. Alright, I'm gonna play this matchup. Good chance I live to regret that, but or die and regret that, but feel like triple Hush and free spite decks have the most play to them in this matchup, so I'm gonna give it the old college try here.
My faith protects me.
we each hold a world within.
Devotion through battle.
Okay.
Enter, traveler, and stop staring.
Stop staring. So this could find us an Equinox to tell us to be quiet. Well, poop. So they're gonna get to smack us with the giant Zoe this turn. I guess we take Moonsilver. The rest of these are pretty bad. This helps us level our Zoe faster, which is nice. Although we've got a bunch of duplicates in our hands, so leveling Zoe's probably not something in our too long future. Yeah, Ribbon Lee Sin is something people tried right after the expansion dropped, and it fell off pretty quickly. The overall match win rate it had was pretty bad. We're just mountain scrying here? I think so. Huh? All these kind of suck. I guess Danger Noodle helps us work towards leveling Zoe quickly, which has appeal. This can murder this. Good clean living. Harsh but fair. We get to hush there, Zoe, this turn. With the Zenith Blade play, do I Leona to stun this and then Hush to kill this inside of combat? I think that's the play.
The dawn has arrived. Sunlight blinds.
Their early game plays in the opponent's archetype are just so good now. Like, the beating the Zoe Sparklefly minigame and then also surviving. That's honestly part of what makes what's made this build of Lee Sin so much better than previous builds is like you have to use your Hushes and your Frostbites a lot of the time to not lose to their minigame, their initial push of stuff. And then once they make it into the late game with Lee Sin, they get to combo kill you and they've burned through your resources already. Our time is now. It's actually a great hit there. I can actually level Zoe this turn, huh?
The spirit gives to those who listen.
We will not suffer unbelievers. To shine like the
Leveling her doesn't really accomplish anything though at the moment. I could silver into Spell Thief. Doesn't accomplish much, though. It's basically impossible to get under them. Between Eye of the Dragon and Zoe and Sparklefly, their anti-aggro game plan is just really good now. Theirs is also getting close to leveling. I'm expecting them to hit. I just don't even have good attacks into this Dragon Lane.
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
Zoe Lux and Zoe Fizz are probably two of my favorites, Martian. Hey, thanks for the 26 months, Lucas. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Just dropping the Daylight Spear here. I think so. Stuns this, which is nice.
Daybreak.
Remember, I also have a ton of different decks up on my website too, Martian. So if you want a wider range of things just past my specific ideal tastes, there's a bunch of different play patterns worth of things up there.
Rains down.
If you like small edges tempo decks like I often like, Perseidus, then the Fizz Zoe deck is definitely for you. It's pretty sweet.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, we're hooking that one and not my Zoe. Huh. Interesting. I can save her, right? Or I can't because we didn't roll Pale Cascade.
Strike while the planets align.
Stupid gems. All these suck. I guess we take this and hope to roll an elusive for next turn to give everything elusive off of Zoe.
Sun sets.
I think is the plan.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Oh, right. And then that happens and everything gets lifesteal. I knew, somewhere in my mind, I knew that was going to happen.
How's it going?
And then we get combo killed by Lee Sin next turn.
What? Why?
Because Lee Sin combo kills us, Zoe, that's why. Alright, we'll go back to just ignoring that matchup and pretending it doesn't exist. Nah, I punted that game. I should have conceded it from the start. It was big papa punts from the beginning. Alright, this hand's great.
Ours is the one true light.
Howdy, runtime.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
And they say the perfect curve doesn't exist.
Hurry and sneaky. I like it. Hurry and sneaky. I like it. Armed and ready.
Yeah, if Zoe could punish you by sharing ephemeral. Should never put you in a bad spot, I guess. That's true. This curve is not great against Teemo.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
I mean,
The sun's out, the crowd's ready. Let's crack it!
hey, we do get to Leona stun their crowd favorite at least. Oh, they don't have a crowd favorite.
See what bends.
Deal.
Sun wet.
For everyone.
Well, I guess we're playing Zoe at this point.
I bear a message from.
And then we're gonna meteor shower down their Dorkos this turn.
Ship time.
But on this because I don't want them to be able to crowd favorite and have it be super large.
I did my best. Jinx stands for Jinx. Durr.
And then naturally, these last two cards are Get Excited and X, I would imagine.
I'll give you to the counter.
Oh.
Everyone goes boom!
Burn awaits out.
Now it's a party.
The answer's here somewhere.
Okay, I mean, they can't play the rocket this turn now, right? They're out of mana.
The dawn has arrived. With its light, the Solari will shine like the sun. You must burn like it.
And now they don't have good attacks this turn.
Our strength is forever at its zenith.
Blessed daylight surrounds you.
Okay, and I mean, they technically need 3 rockets to kill us with this, right?
Raise.
Stay away from that switch.
The party has arrived. It's Drayden, the glorious executioner.
They're not getting a missile this turn.
Watch your step. Where is it?
I stand for Noxus.
I gotta work with this joker.
All right, how do we feel? Is it too aggressive to hush this? I guess I can hush it inside of combat. No, it's gonna get stunned when I do this, right? I think I gem this and then Eclipse Dragon is the play here. Get both the Daybreak and the Nightfall trigger because it's always sunny in Runeterra.
Sunlight blinds.
Come on, fish stones. I don't wanna.
Believe or burn.
And I don't need it to be always sunny anymore, right? So I'd rather keep Leona than this, I think. And we'll hush Jinx.
It just means they like you.
Okay, these trade here. They're not using that axe to push damage, I think is a win for us.
Daylight is unrelenting, but not eternal.
I think I want to hold on to this for now, because this is only being reduced by 1 and this is being reduced by 2. And only my immediately next play is reduced. Well, that's lovely, right?
Shining gifts from the sky.
Autographs after the fight, kid.
Autographs after. Oh god.
Let's get by these first.
Do I save Dargon or Charger? I think we save Giant Dargon. Yeah, we're going to 10. We're at a virtual 12. This game should be done now. Even if they peel another Jinx here, we have like this Invoke rolled up here as well. Yeah, the reach not hitting our dome feels real good.
Clad in shining sunlight.
Shining sunlight. We know they're drawing a Jinx. Did we, or are you just saying that because they always have the Jinx?
See ya.
How many Celestials have I played this game? Is this lethal? Is this lethal? We played a thing. What other invokes have I had? Have I invoked anything else? I don't think I have. I don't think this is lethal. Oh, and they have 2 elusives anyways, right? All right, I'm gonna take this one to block with.
Smile. It's called gunplay.
Excuse me?
Focus on me.
Be very quiet. We're hunting Jinx. Shelf feels pretty reasonable so far, and I like both Leona and Zoe. I think I'm actually full mulliganing here, looking for cheaper things. Their deck likes to fill our hands up. So, having a Zoe here on 1 to block their Teemo, also appealing.
Reporting in.
Oh, I see you, Magic Player. Block.
Armed and ready. Zoe, what's your name? Just trying to help.
Meh.
Status hide. An expert is at work.
1 gem, please.
I'll recite your rights.
We're only about 20 minutes in, Bushoes. Felt okay so far. These mostly target decks have a lot of good tools in them. Leona's shell is good.
Another day in the field. They'll never know what hit them. Adventure starts with mushrooms.
The power of the immortal immortal sun. Sunlight blinds.
The mum's still like a yodel in uniform.
Answer to me.
This is actually really scary because this hit us once. They're gonna get to load us up to 15 and then double us up to 30. Hush off the top would have been our best draw there for sure. Honestly, if they open on this, I'm probably going to Guiding Touch once or twice here. To see if we can find our way into an answer to this. We have 3 Hush and 30 cards, so if we take 2 draws at it... What's the Hyper G on that?
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
I've heard about you.
Clad in shining sunlight.
Well, I'm gonna touch Leona on camera, chat. I'm at 19, so touching myself doesn't do a whole lot.
I'll scout ahead.
I'm actually just gonna say okay here and take the hit. I was expecting them to level him proactively, and they did not. Ah! Ah! It's correct. It's correct to take the hit there. It is correct to take. I'm gonna divorce my lizard brain from what actually happened and reassure myself that my play was correct. Would have gotten there, should have gone for it, Hogland.
Blades bright, forged in solstice heat.
Maybe I'm supposed to wait on this until I'm lower on life, but I also feel like I need to pressure them out of the game. Like them going along with Sejani is real scary. Should have trusted in the heart of cards. Yep. Should have known it was coming.
Daylight is unrelenting, but not eternal.
They grow up so fast. I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
The meddler.
Ooh, quite a collection.
Pretty sure I'm saving this. Brittle Steel's one to think about. Could have played around that by gemming this. Camboni Machine, thank you for the 2 years of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. It's a long time. Read. There are so many mushrooms in our deck, chat. That's really unfortunate because Leona being Morning Light to push damage there was one of the ways we could potentially close this game out. And now I think we're going to end up struggling to do that. The good news is we at least get to block this Teemo. We basically just need to dodge Sejani here, though, for the rest of the game. I don't have a good way to take her off the board. This could maybe roll us away to deal with Sejani. Maybe.
I go ways to find me mushrooms. First light illuminates the land. To shine like the sun, you must burn like it. The sun's splendor revealed.
You do have a horse. Every knight needs a pony.
They'll never know what hit them.
Hush, little Teemo, don't say a word. Leona's gonna punch you in the throat. We beat Flash Freeze and Troll Chant here, which is nice. If they also have Elixir here, they get us.
Just trying to help.
So we're definitely opening on a Daybreak card next turn. The question is which one? What's our best draw? Daylight Spear is probably our best draw, so we can stun multiple things. And go like Daylight Spear into Soldier if we hit it. Oh, he's not terrible, but like not amazing either. I think I'm holding on to this until, I guess if they Sejani me, I'm not going to be able to gain life later anyways. All right, let's just gain 5 now, or gain 3 now, I suppose. There's a good chance we proactively Pale Cascade and take a couple damage from that, so this could end up being more. I'm just like on the how long can we dodge Sejani plan now? Because when she comes down, we're not going to be able to attack anymore. Static Shock. I think we're saving this. Yep, there's that extra damage we were talking about likely to happen, so Sunforger's going to get to heal that back up, which is nice. The Static Shock happening before we deploy Zoe to the board also has value here. Their amount of mana they've tapped down to here would imply that they can't Sejani now, or would guarantee they can't Sejani, would imply they don't have it. Playing Club Pumps, eh? Definitely ready to smash. I drew this as another Daybreak card. Do I just play this to go extra wide here? I think I do. I think I just want to push as much damage as possible on this attack. Follow the horizon. This puts them to 2 if they don't trade with this. Puts them to 4. Let's go to 19. Could see a Brittle Steel happen on one of our Dorkos. Could also see a Troll Chant happen. If they have a Troll Chant, they could save this and save themselves some points of damage over here. They like deny Zoe making a star chart. Yeah. Okay, they're still going to 4 though, right? So the goal here is to set ourselves up for decent open attacks next turn. So if they have Sejani next turn, we'll lead on Priestess. So that way we can try and find a Meteor to deal with her. Day Spear. That's not bad.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Okay, they could still have Sejani here, right? Yeah, theoretically. That's really unfortunate. No, I wanted to be able to Meteor Sedge here if we hit Meteor, because they can still play Sedge. I don't really need a second stun, but we missed on Meteor, obviously. Okay, take Golden Sister. I don't know, none of those options are great. I could honestly see Written in the Stars being correct, just because Morning Light could be decent. If we can continue to dodge Sejani, we could dodge a ball here.
The sun's splendor revealed.
Supernova! Supernova!
I've always been a fun guy.
Warriors of the Raharak, our time is now!
We'll follow you to the edge of Daybreak.
We were very, very lucky for them to not have Sejani for as long as they did. Obviously, we rolled up the answer in the Supernova at the end there, but the fact that they didn't have it in the first 6 to 7 turns is great for us. Yeah, I could have seen it being right. Written in the Stars could have been a better take than the Sisters there. None of those 3 invokes were particularly exciting, though. Pirate aggro, been a hot second. Sunforger sounds absurd here. Zoe is fine. Not good, but fine. Goat sounds great. Solid 1-2 curve here. Honestly, if my opponent plays the 2-1 for 1 that deals damage when it attacks, we'll be trading Zoe for it on 1. We have not drawn a Howling Abyss yet, no. We also haven't run into matchups where that's the effect that we want, though, either, so, like, hasn't been a big deal. Howling Abyss is, like, our grindy piece of card advantage at our top end. Hey, Tony, thanks for the host. Hope you had a great stream.
I have.
Yep. So, like I said, they play out Legion Saboteur. We're going to go ahead and block here. Just want to be proactive with our life total. Their deck has a lot of reach in it, so I'm just not get burned out. Card advantage from Zoe is, generally speaking, not how we're going to be winning these games.
Bounty Ball knows me now.
For now, I think they're pretty likely to block here.
I'll burn for what I've done.
And I think I'd rather have this to threaten a block against something bigger, like a Misfortune, for example. So we'll go trade, take 4 down to 15 here, which makes it perfect for Sunforger next turn. You get to go ahead and lifesteal for 5. Back up to 20.
Shining gifts from the sky.
They play something worth spell thiefing at some point here.
Channel our power.
We could see a block plus fervor here to deny us the lifesteal. Okay, down to 12. Let's see, can they burn us out from 15? So hoping to find Golden Sisters with this so we can gain some life. Definitely our best hit here. We're gonna have 6 mana on our next attack, which is great. Huh? Do I Spell Thief Fervor hit this to gain 2? I think I'm in the market for that. I think I'm in the market for that. It means I can't Golden Sisters this turn, next turn. In terms of how the designs play out, I agree Spell Thief is one of my favorites.
No prey, no pay.
Okay, so gotta gem this, so that way Misfortune can't attack here.
Strike at their foundations.
Behold my work.
Love ya.
And we'll go ahead and open attacks with Zoe here.
Ship time.
Gets the season's attacking regardless. Huh? It's gotta be this, right?
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Yep. I'm just banking spell mana here.
Bilgewater is mine and mine alone. I rarely forget, never forgive.
Oh, they had no cards in hand when they started this turn, so that was off the top. I don't have a Leona.
I forgot how slow time moves.
Think we have to hush this. Hush GP play sisters. Yeah, I think that's the line.
Once was 2, now is 1.
I could Star Chart looking for Crescent Strike. Yeah, that's actually a pretty reasonable thought.
I'll show 'em pain.
No further. Witness divinity. Mwah.
Yeah, looking for Crescent Strike was probably better there.
Barrel.
Yeah, Danger Noodle could be good. I think I Daylight Spear to start, though.
Our strength is forever at its zenith.
Blessed daylight surrounds you.
War Mason, report. reporting for duty.
Come on, Noodle. Man, we just cannot catch a break this afternoon. Just every generation's been bad.
Riddle me something cool.
Yeah, there's just like nothing that like stops you from dying to Embercleave, Eric dared. I have been looking at their spoilers, but it just looks like it's gonna be more of the same. I guess I can technically gem this and attack with it too.
Routes closed.
Man, I think we're dead to open attacks, right? I have fervor for Gangplank, that's true.
Same.
That's true.
Light 'em up.
Believe or burn.
Ha! Unbeliever!
Well, if I do this, it levels Zoe. I don't know if that's actually useful or not, but it's true.
Universe demands change. I'm doing it anyway.
Alright, dead to Decimate, dead to Noxian Fervor.
Love ya.
I'll be damned.
No, the Fervor didn't level. She'd seen Fervor already.
Gotta go with the flow.
Alright, so that's lethal. So that's your Noxian Fervor. Would have played that well. We got incredibly unlucky in that set. Like at every possible invoke that we could have invoked, like was really shitty for us. Feels bad. Could have taken a roll to try and get Crescent Strike at one point, but we probably would have missed. Yeah, like we were stabilized and they were empty-handed and they drew Gangplank, and then like our invokes we were hoping to roll just missed. Alright, so honestly, Priestess is probably fine here. Perfect.
Mr. Never loses because Zoe makes the roses.
Time for the main event.
And then good chance this is another aggro matchup, so good chance that we're just gonna trade Zoe off proactively here. LEC is the league season or whatever. Hey, thanks for the Prime, Dr. Grindle. Wouldn't be here without folks like you. I appreciate you keeping me around. Am I generating card advantage with Zoe here, or am I getting more resource efficient? I think I'm doing this because if I hit Meteor Shower, I can kill a champion plus something else.
Daylight warms the heart and light.
And I think the fact that I can play this next turn means it's better to take this here than it is to take Golden Sister. but I could go either way on that. Find out if they have crowd favorite here.
I stand for Noxus.
Always.
Gotta work with this joker.
Okay, get to kill these two at least. And then, I mean, we're at 20, right? So, like, we could take a hit from this, and I've got Solari Sunforger rolled up here still as well.
Noxian strength.
Just easy no blocks. And this trades with this nicely down the line, which is lovely. Worst Neighbor NA, thank you for the 27 months. It's quite the duration. Welcome back.
The party has
Arrived.
Odds ahead.
What's in here?
Does he do this?
Alright, so if they don't open next turn, Equinox on here
Just you and me.
makes it very sad.
And them.
2 patients later and out of the Twilight Zone. Tumble their Jinx. That's scary. We're actually not that far off of leveling Zozo.
The party has arrived.
She's at 6. 7, 8, 9. She's seen me play a goat already. I really wish I could remember if she had seen me play a goat already. You played any Draven Victor decks? No, I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah, Chad, I want a Death Rocket. It's been more popular than it has been previously, Silence, because their deck was definitely the aggro deck that got hurt the most by
That's what you want?
that got hurt the most by Go Hard. Oh, I have played Draven Victor. Look at that.
Back heretic.
The guilty were banned.
It feels unfair. You mean it feels perfectly fair? They missiled me, I missiled them?
Wheel turns. Day becomes night. Time to be sellers.
The love equivalent exchange, something like that. Otter, please. Is Otter even good? I think it's good.
Riddle me something cool. Takes you to the next nebula.
It just means they like you.
Okay, I'm down to 11. But I've got gain 4 rolled up in my hand.
Over there.
What you doing over there? Yeah, Zoe's the most fun champion in the game, and it's not particularly close.
Who's ready to wreck?
First light illuminates the land. To shine like the sun,
You must burn like it. She goes in a lot of different things. She's arguably the most flexible champion in the game currently, too. Am I saving Zoe with this guiding touch? Not sure. I think so, probably. I guess I can save her with Pale. Nah, Pale Cascade makes her a lethal threat next turn, right?
See ya!
God axes need victims.
ever vigilant.
You want to stay above 3 so I don't die to get excited. And then, I don't think their deck usually plays anything here. We're dead to get excited plus Mystic Shot, but other than that, the open attacks with this should just be lethal, right? And I have Guiding Touch plus Pale Cascade to make sure this doesn't die to get excited. Good. If they had another thing here, we could Spell Thief their get excited to kill them back, or Rocket potentially.
Daylight everlasting.
Yeah, this build feels good. Good mix of anti-aggro and cards that allow us to go a little bit long. Bilgewater Shadow Isles, very likely a Undying deck, which makes Hush a premium card here. They got to mulligan these two. Good 1-2 start to apply some pressure here also is nice. See ya, the Heretics.
Just leave me alone! That light.
Pretty sure we just want to open attacks to get our gem guaranteed. Games have been good today, Seagull. I don't think either of the first 2 decks we played were super good from a purely competitive perspective, but they generated some good games of Runeterra. The first deck especially, the Ionia Go Hard deck, was really sweet. Want to do this now before they put Pesky Specters into my deck and make my Allegiance triggers worse?
I know these paths well.
Success gets you noticed around here.
If they hook this with this, I'm gonna Pale Cascade it to keep it alive.
I shoot.
Get another gem out of it potentially next turn. Do I gem this proactively to play around a deal one? I guess I have Guiding Touch to play around that if they have it. Golden Sister sounds kind of great.
Who knows me? I am the traveler.
Horizon.
Not my first gunfight.
Oh, I think their Pesky Spectre was created. They're out of brew. The Undying's not really a popular established archetype, but yeah, the Pesky Spectre came off their 1-drop that made a Last Breath unit. I'm pretty sure. My board is very vulnerable, chat. All right, let's give this an extra attack so it trades here and they can't eat it for free.
Daylight star will rule the skies.
As though day and night are not equal.
No freeze. No soup for you. So I think we do this so that way Vile Feast doesn't save them and then open attacks. We technically had lethal without the gem, but gemming to play around a drain one there is definitely correct. Team Bazzato, thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me around. Good afternoon. Hey, Freelancer. Thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Mono Nautilus. Just like deep without Maokai? I think I'm mulliganing, looking for an aggressive start here. Our hand is. What are the odds? What are the odds? Our hand is very much not what we were looking for here. We'll see if we're able to keep up as this game goes long. But I think there's a good chance we just get stuffed by an average deep draw with this hand that we have here at the moment. This at least gives us something to do with our mana this turn, so that's nice. Opponent on the full shinies here. So the fact that their deck is all premium cards would imply to me that they're not playing not playing Maokai for budget reasons. Would imply to me they think no Maokai is optimal. I think we do this, so I have something to trade with here. They're omitting Maokai for budget reasons because they don't have a shiny one yet. Okay, that could be true. That could be very true.
Daylight breaks on the battlefield.
Everybody thank our opponent for letting this game be free to play. That's true. That's true. People like the opponent allow Runeterra to be a free to play game. I shinied my favorite deck because doing it in full costs less than a deck in any other card game.
I will protect you. Try to leave it down.
It's funny because it's sad. It's funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true. That's not sad, that's a good thing. Sad, it's sad about the other games. You kind of want to save our 4-1. Maybe? I guess that 4-1 is kind of our axis to be aggressive on.
Our sun will not set today. Devotion through battle.
I mean, even with saving it, like the people talking about saving the 4-1 there, like the 4-1's just gonna die to one of these later. So like maybe if they didn't have these in play, it would be worth saving it, but like it's really not pushing damage. I haven't spent resources on borderless cards because my Riot rep said the jury was still out and if they were going to eventually give League partners free foils.
Raise your weapon, Sunwind. Give me the stuff. Stuff make happy.
Well, I mean, they're definitely going to have a Nautilus next turn.
My faith protects you. Behold the divine power of the sun.
Does Deep really play Ruination? There isn't really an established variation of the Deep. A well-established variation. It's actually a great draw. Because this means I can stun a Nautilus if they play it, and potentially roll an answer to it. So let's Zenith Blade this and stun this. And we'll see if they drop Nautilus this turn. I guess they did toss a Ruination, that's a concern here. But if they Ruinate us, I get to drop Howling Abyss and generate card advantage that way. So I feel like I'm in an okay spot if they Ruinate us. I'm not okay, but like not as bad as we otherwise could be. Yeah, I think the Zoe Victor deck's great. Very, very reasonable.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Does Priest level Zoe? Not quite. Close though. Does Pale Cascade level Zoe? I think Pale Cascade levels Zoe. Have I played this card yet? I really need a list on this card so badly. So wait, if this finds Danger Noodle, everything gets Challenger? Rats, never lucky. Never lucky, chat. Danger Noodle was lethal there, yeah, because we could have challenged with the Overwhelm and then challenged with the Noodle, and then they would have taken 11, 15, 14 is 19 exactly. Now they get to choose how they block. I didn't have mana to play the Overwhelm unit, chat. I didn't have mana to play the Overwhelm unit. We could have only played Noodle because Noodle is free. Forward. Canoodling is free, chat. Everybody gets to canoodle for free. You can't canoodle on stream. This is my stream. Don't tell me how to live my life. Okay.
Ours is the one true light.
You're gonna get banned canoodling on stream, but what will I do at work? Yeah, I'm really not a fan of Atrocity in their deck. I don't know how much better Maokai would have been, but Atrocity definitely underwhelming. All these seem great.
These woods protect their own. Vine and wisp, steady my hand.
Nice, Bengu. Yeah, I think the Howling Abysses might be too cute at the top end. They're mostly there to go long against, like, the Ace-Soul decks that exist in the format.
Trickster never loses because
I want to get Zoe going. You can play this on defense next turn, then. Is this deck working better this time around? Have we played these champions together before? And I just completely forgot? I don't think we played this deck on stream, right?
By my honor, you must die.
Am I completely forgetting?
My faith protects me.
Have we played Zoe Diana?
Let them eat.
I don't remember that one. Let's make them have a combat trick here. Wow, that worked. Deal. We take those. Zoe Diana was the first Zoe deck we played. Oh, that Zoe Diana deck. Sorry, it's been so long since we played that Zoe Diana deck. Sorry, the established Zoe Diana deck is the Zoe Diana Atrocity deck, which I don't think I played. We've definitely played Zoe Diana Starlit Seer.
Water changes, but never breaks.
That's definitely something we've played and done. Can I take Comet against their Deny deck? I feel like the answer is no. This also doesn't seem super great, though.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Nah, I've not touched the co-op lab. So if they have a Shen here, we get to drop Leona and stun him. Also, I get to drop Leona and stun that.
With its light, the Solari will unite the heavens. Behold the sun's holy light.
over your head.
Ever vigilant.
Come on, combat trick me.
A gift from the
Taking a draw? Sure. Deal. Deal arena.
Our strength is forever at its zenith.
Blessed day. To shine like the sun, you must burn like it.
Burn like that sun, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Do 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 do. Beep beep do 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 do. Leona package is so good. I think this still remains my favorite individual package in this game. If I play this, am I attacking this turn? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. Let's grab a Danger Noodle and Noodle the Caretaker here. Frosted Puff Caps? Is that what you mean by Frosted Caps? Yeah, it's one of the many decks you can find up on my website. It's been on the highlights channel once or twice as well. You can always find pretty much everything I've played on my YouTube channel. Wait. Deal? They don't have super great open attacks. They disagree? Okay.
Back heretic.
Back heretic.
Light. Have faith.
Warriors of the Raharat, our time is now.
We'll follow you to the edge of Daybreak.
Our time is now. So we're gonna bank some spell mana here, go up to 10 total. It's always sunny in Runeterra.
Illuminates the
Let me
land.
get some stuns on.
Bask in the light's radiance.
Hey, Ancient Archdemon, thank you for the 25 months. I'm glad you're enjoying some Runeterra stuff. Welcome back.
We will not
Yep,
suffer.
we can Soldier and then Morning Light here. The Daybreak package, Jeff consorts with demons confirmed. I mean, it's a big part of the Witcher 3 DLC. Come on now. You make a deal with the devil. That's just rude.
Behold the sun's holy light.
Still get to stun that one and be in a pretty okay spot.
You're covered.
Duty, selflessness, heavy burdens.
Huh, so they're out of mana? How do we feel about just, like, threat, attack, hush this down? Yeah, I think that's the play.
Yielding light. We will not suffer unbelievers.
They will not escape punishment.
March.
March!
Vanquish the ugly.
I'll stop you. No closer.
My treaties.
Squire! has been maintained.
Okay.
I sense an imbalance.
No mercy for heretics. Sunward.
Are we just opening attacks? They need...
To the sun.
Double concerted single. Both make us kind of sad. Is it better than our other options? Like, look at my hand. My hand, yeah, I like this makes all of my threats lethal, and this buffers my life total, and Howling Abyss generates card advantage as we go long. Yeah, like I don't think they. Sometimes they do play the lifesteal barrier, yeah. So I think we're supposed to develop here, because like the downside to not winning this turn is the game goes long, and like we're kind of set up for that, right? With Howling Abyss. And like if this doesn't get denied, it draws 2 cards too. Yeah, Judgment's not a card I play around. Also, like, we kind of play around Judgment because both of these survive with that pump. So, like, even if they have Judgment here, they're gonna lose this.
By my sword!
Immediately.
I mean, they'd be blocking here if they had Judgment.
Balance.
Hey, there's that lifesteal barrier we elected to play around. That would have been real bad if we opened. Yeah, and they're going to 3 here. Lifesteal barrier plus concerted strike. All right. Yeah, and yep. So we have this plus this turn. I think there's hands we could have there where it's correct to try and kill them on open attacks, but I also think that like the hand that we currently have wasn't one of those hands, right?
Enforced equilibrium. As it had to be.
The strength of the sun and my faith are one.
The strength of the sun and my faith are one.
I bear a message from... Oh, hey, what's that?
The eye of twilight sees all.
The shrouded path.
What's doing over there?
Well, they didn't play a unit there, right? That means I should play Solari Soldier?
We will not.
Because Soldier plus Zoe are lethal?
Not escape punishment.
And then Zed here means we get to attack 6 wide. I guess this means I don't get to hold up Hush.
Stand for what's right.
Yeah, holding up Hush might have been better there. Gets add another lifesteal barrier. Turtle in a Rock, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. End on a high note. That one feels like a pretty high note. Takeaways from what this is doing. The mix of other Targon cards that we're playing here with Leona felt good. Something we've talked about a lot is like there's a lot of different packages you can slot Leona into, like her, like 12 other, there's like this 15 card Daybreak core with like Leona, Priestess, Shield Bearer, Soldier and such that, what's it called? All kind of fit in together. And the other things like Mountain Scryer and Zoe and Hush and Spell Thief and Guiding Touch all felt like they had a really good place in what this deck was doing. Howling Abyss is a neat kind of piece of top-end card advantage to let us grind a little bit and go long, but I'm genuinely not sure if that's a worthwhile inclusion in this deck or not. We didn't really get to play against any like Grand Plaza decks where they're looking to go long, or ASOL decks to see if the grind from this is meaningful in terms to let us go long. So the Abyss plus Divergent paths to find it a little bit more consistently or interact with their landmarks is something I'm really not certain of after that set. That's something that I want to think about or possibly change out further things and try in those slots. But the Targon core in here felt very good, at least, and I was super happy with that. Zoe's one of my favorite champions. Leona with her Daybreak package is something that I really enjoy, so I was pretty content with this list overall. Hey, good games, Funky. Good luck with the rest of your laddering today. At any rate, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up a little bit early today. I ran late a good bit, a bunch last week, so I will be back tomorrow morning with some more Runeterra stuff. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out today. Remember, if you're new to the channel, be sure to check out my couple of YouTube channels as well. I have my highlights channel there, which posts a different deck highlight almost every single day of the week. I usually play 3 or 4 different Runeterra decks throughout the course of the day, and the best of them get a highlight feature there. My youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland archives absolutely everything that I stream, though, so if you want to kind of churn through everything that we poke at, that's the place to do that. See some of y'all around again soon, and catch you later.